What are some good shows to binge watch in quarantine? Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm too young to die. I'm not young, but I still don't wanna. Quote. Parks and Recreation. Some people say to skip the first season, but I say to watch it knowing that these people are going to grow and change as you watch, and it's going to be an awesome journey of hilarity and love. And The Good Place, because that last bit describes that show as well. Ooh, and Futurama. But it's okay if you skip the sad episodes to come back to later. I'm Looking at You. Game of Thrones. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. No Doubt, No Doubt, No Doubt, No Doubt. The Good Place. I'm Too Young to Die. And I'm Told Old to Eat Off the Kids' Menu. What a Stupid Age I Am. What We Do in the Shadows. Dark on Netflix, Mr. Robot on Prime, Westworld on HBO. Agreed. Dark is one of, if not the best show on Netflix. Watch it in German with subtitles. Unless you know German, that is. I have tried about 3 times to watch this show in English and have given up each time BC of the atrocious dubbing. It is so bad. I didn't know watching it in German W subtitles was an option. Thank you. Dark is the best! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. BoJack Horseman is a must-watch. It has helped me reframe my outlook on life and my outlook on my own mental health. I owe a lot to that show. Also, I think you should leave. It's an hour and a half of cringe comedy. Hilarious. Ozark. My wife and I binged all 3 seasons in 2 weeks. Great show. The Expanse. Psych. If you are looking for something comedic but still captivating, I've heard it's both ways. Did you hear about Pluto? That's messed up, right? You know that's right. Schitt's Creek. E.U. David. The Wire. Especially in this climate. Archer. If you like dry humor, definitely check out Arrested Development. I binged all seasons on Netflix while I was sick last year, and it made the time fly by. There's always money in the banana stand. Avatar: The Last Airbender and Gravity Falls. Space Force just came out. I second this. I saw a lot of negative reviews and almost let that deter me. I am so glad I didn't. It seems like a lot of people expected it to be a newer edition of The Office. However, it stands on its own and made me laugh every episode. The story itself is interesting and doesn't rely exclusively on comedy to keep the viewer engaged. I really liked it. I'm pretty far into it. It's enjoyable, but it's not outright funny. I like it, but I'm big into aerospace science and the history of black budget, classified or unacknowledged programs. Merlin. It's the sweetest, nicest thing, and it's quite family-friendly, unless you're super conservative. Otherwise the parents might have some issues with the sorcery. But it's gorgeous. Community up to season 3. Gintama is also good, but I guess people can be put off by it being an anime and 360-something episodes. Have been watching this, just finishing up season 4. A few gems in there, but you make me nervous now for 5 and 6. They aren't horrible, but they lose cast and writers, so not as good. I binged Veep and was so damn glad I did. Loved it. Veep doesn't get enough credit. The writing is amazing. Agreed, it was overshadowed by GOT. The series finale of Veep was actually amazing. I am not okay with this. That show was awesome. I just wish there was more than 7 short episodes. I know. I really love Sophia Lillis after watching it. Considering how young she is, she seems so 80s on screen. And that's one of the things that makes a good actor. I keep telling people it's like a more mature Stranger Things. I want more people to know about it so they're more likely to make more seasons. Atla. Dairy Girls. Anyone who's sitting on this show needs to know that it is literally about 10 22-minute episodes, jam-packed with silliness. It's on Netflix and it's worth the time. On and also watch Letterkenny on Hulu. Peaky Blinders. Cannot recommend this highly enough. Nobody messes with the Peaky fucking Blinders. The West Wing. Best TV show writing of all time. Absolutely. And is pretty feel good considering what we are dealing with in RL right now. I also suggest The Librarians. Starts with 3 made-for-TV movies, then 4 seasons. Any Star Trek shows. Deep Space Nine. It starts slow, but establishes itself well by season 2. The later seasons have the best writing and character development of any Trek series. And the social commentary is especially relevant today. If there's a single Star Trek to binge, it's DS9. Edit. Was never a Trek fan until somebody else recommended DS9 on Reddit. TBH. I never got into any of the other Star Treks even after trying. Dark. It's a really good show on Netflix about time travel and without spoilers. It gets quite whoa shit. Probably one of the best time travel shows I've watched. Apparently Series 3 releases soon too. It's German though, but the English dub actually has some really good voice acting if, like me, you can't speak German, and after a while you don't even notice the lips are out of sync. Agreed, Dark is the absolute best. The hype is real for the final season, can't wait. Parks and Recreation, since it is so wholesome and positive. R. Public Freakout. Excellent season RN. R. Public Freakout, make sure to use lowercase rs. Avatar: The Last Airbender, especially now that it is on Netflix. Fargo. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Great show, fantastic animation, and with all this turmoil and fighting and injustice in the world right now, it packs very poignant messages and truths. Eureka. From Eureka CA. Totally an accurate representation of my hometown. Major gripe. We're coastal and they never even mentioned our super rad, super secret ocean tech. Most everything else was accurate enough though. We call the real Henry, Hank, Fringe, Paish, Reaper, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Banshee, Harley Quinn, House the Boys, Swamp Thing, Jean, Claude Van Johnson, Carnival Row, Castlevania, Master of None, Magicians, The League, Highlander, Preacher. I just finished The Magicians and hate how attached I got to the characters. I miss having Margot and Elliot in my life. So you mean Reaper from the CW back in like 2007? I loved that show. It's a shame it only had 2 seasons. I didn't know anyone else watched it besides my sister and I lol. Holy shit, it was such a good show. I always really enjoyed Sock. I think his name was the same actor went up to do the movie Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, which my family also really enjoyed. I need to find a copy of Reaper someday. It'd be worth actually buying. Banshee. Such an entertaining show. Lost. If you've never seen it, I watched it for the first time right before it left Netflix last year and I was sad I wasn't able to enjoy the journey with others when it was originally run. I'm halfway through season 2 at the moment. This will be my 3rd time watching the whole series. Asterisk Seinfeld asterisk Frasier asterisk Will and Grace, BoJack, Farscape, Sense8, Black Mirror, Stranger Things, The Expanse, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Electric Dreams, Rick and Morty, Cosmos, plus Better Call Saul, yes yes yes, Vikings, The Wire, The Sopranos. The first season of Vikings was good. Then Princess shows up, and I hated her so much that I never learned her name. And then everyone who makes the show worthwhile leaves for one reason or another and you're left with a bunch of directionless assholes stabbing each other. Outlander. Binged the entire series in the first 2 weeks of quarantine. If you like comedy, I recommend Community, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Monty Python. Their shows and movies are some of the stuff I've binged a lot of. Ozark, Money Heist, White Lines, Messiah, The Exorcist, the series. Money Heist! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Messiah was so good. I hope they come out with another season. Broadchurch and Never Have I Ever. Stranger Things, for the chills. The end of the ****** world. Once Upon a Time, Originals, Vampire Diaries, Legacies, Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Naruto, An Investment of Time. Let me tell you. It's 720 episodes and 8 movies. Dracula, the series, Merlin, Death Note, Lucifer, Criminal Minds, Bones, House, Arrow lost me by Season 5, Flash by Season 3. Supergirl is my favorite of that lot, but I'm only into the Crisis crossover this season and it's just lost its luster for me. I totally get what you mean. I watched Arrow a few times till I finally finished all. The ending was good, I have to tell you that, but Season 6 to 7 aren't really outstanding. The Flash wasn't good anymore after Season 3. I stopped at the beginning of 6, but kinda regret wasting my time on 4 to 5. I still like the crossovers though, but the first ones were definitely better. It's just weird now. I am watching the Arrowverse shows Arrow, Flash, Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow. Great for quarantine, 4 shows over 500 episodes. Love me some Barry Allen. Homicide, Black Mirror, Doctor Who, well, first 10 seasons. Venture Bros. The OA on Netflix. Best thing I've ever watched personally. I loved the OA. I never thought I'd be creeped out by Jason Isaacs. Haunting of Hill House. Very well done. I just binge-watched BoJack Horseman after finally caving to the people who told me I had to watch it, and wow, I did not expect to be so affected the show, let alone enjoy it that much. Highly recommend. It's a surprising one because of the art style and comedy. I didn't expect it to get so real and serious. Reminds me of Bo Burnham's approach to comedy in a great way. Afterlife. Yeah, if you want to be unbelievably sad for 2 seasons straight. It is really good though. Dead to Me. Sick note. Afterlife. The Great. Please Like Me. Dave. The Jinx. Russian Doll. On Becoming a God in Central Florida. Better Things. You. What We Do in the Shadows. The Goldbergs. The Society. Black Summer. Castle Rock. Chance. Santa Clarita Diet. My So-Called Life. Master of None. Fargo. Atlanta. Those are all I can think of off the top of my head. Please Like Me is such a gem. Don't trust the B** in App 23. It was ahead of its time by about 2 years or would have more success on another network. Find the viewing order online. I think the last couple of episodes are out of order. JVDB plays JVDB and I love it. It was good. I don't think many people saw it, though. For me it fell in the same category as Manhattan Love Story. A to Z. GCB and Mismatch. Prodigal Son. Just don't get attached to Ainsley because, well, it seems no one else is either. Prison Break. Skip that 5th season, though. Rick and Morty. Gallivant. I couldn't imagine binging Gallivant. As unique as it was, and as funny as it could be. I also found it a little bit annoying, but it makes good once-a-day viewing. If you like excellent sci-fi. The Expanse. It's pitch perfect, if you can find it. Early edition. Clone Wars. How I Met Your Mother. The Dragon Prince. It's made by a lot of the same people that worked on Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it inherits a lot of aspects from it. Does it get better after the first episode? The prologue made me groan, and the episode itself had nothing to make it better. Yes, it does. It takes a bit, but it does get better, in my humble opinion. And there are some absolutely excellent characters in it. I recently watched through all of it, and it does get better. The characters are pretty strong, though the plot stays predictable for the most part. Filthy Rich, the Jeff Epstein documentary on Netflix. The Last Dance. RuPaul's Drag Race. RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mindhunter. Russian Doll. Sex Education. Unbelievable. Outlander. Any Studio Ghibli movies. I know they're movies, but because there are a few of them, I find them very bingeable. Leave Grave of the Fireflies for last. Edit. Sorry for formatting. On mobile. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.